Introduce yourself.
My name's Ava. I'm a Scorpio.
No. What's your last name?
Oh, Ava Combs.
What's your other last name?
Ava Baroni.
Ava Baroni Combs? Yes, it was breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child.
He saw me and decided to pick me up and said to come inside and play with the kids.
Hey, Ava, that's like a little bit like borderline suspect. I don't want nobody, we want to get it clear. I adopted you like Madonna adopted kids and everybody else adopted kids. Charlize Theron. Just clarify it because it's crazy out here online. So I played with the kids and I got permission from your mother and say all of that. Just make it because it's crazy out here. Ava Baroni Combs.
Just as it seemed the revelations surrounding Diddy could not become more troubling, new allegations have surfaced, this time concerning his adopted daughter. In recent weeks, Diddy Homes has dominated headlines following his arrest on multiple charges, but these fresh reports add a deeply distressing layer to the story. Sources now suggest that life within Diddy's household may have been far darker than anyone suspected. His adopted daughter has reportedly come forward, sharing allegations that shed a sobering light on his private life and parenting style. Her claims suggest years of emotional hardship that she endured while growing up in his care. Insiders reveal that while Diddy projected the image of a loving father to his biological children, his adopted daughter often felt marginalized and overlooked, her upbringing described as fraught with shadows and emotional neglect. Legal experts now speculate that her testimony could become a pivotal piece of evidence in the ongoing investigation. It may reveal further details about Diddy's alleged lifestyle, including claims of orchestrating gatherings with inappropriate behavior.
Has anyone seen Ava Baroni? Little white girl that Diddy adopted. Where did he get her from? Was she the pick of the litter? Those poor babies. You know, people should go back and do a little research in the 90s, especially in the mid-late 90s and early 2000s. The diddler used to the white parties, Bangkok and Dubai, and in Morocco, where child prostitution is legal. He's been snatching up little kids for decades.
Diddy's legal troubles appear to be only the beginning of a much larger story, with new charges surfacing almost daily. His recent arrest has exposed a staggering series of allegations, leading many to question how such serious accusations remained hidden for so long. Federal authorities now claim that Diddy was the mastermind behind a large-scale operation that targeted vulnerable individuals, allegedly involving substance abuse and explicit activities. These charges span several years, and investigators are now delving into a pattern of private gatherings, often called offs, where disturbing behavior is said to have taken place. At these events, Diddy allegedly wielded his wealth and influence to draw people into environments where boundaries were frequently crossed and the use of illegal substances and inappropriate conduct became routine. Accounts from various sources describe these parties as a hidden world where those around him felt pressured into uncomfortable situations from which escape was challenging. In light of his arrest, numerous alleged victims are now coming forward with testimonies detailing their experiences, each account adding weight to the mounting case against him.
Did y'all know that Puffy put a video up talking about he adopted a little white girl? I'm trying to find Ava. Her name was Ava, and he adopted her. Now, of course, it probably wasn't official or whatever. Somebody called security on Puffy, man. They talking about some. I ran across this guy. He talking about some. You know, they just trying to keep a black man down. That's bull. You can't use a race card this time, man. 120 people, no bail 3 times. You are innocent until proven guilty. That's bull. Puffy is guilty. He has proven that his damn self.
For decades, Diddy cultivated the image of a self-made mogul, a visionary who rose from humble beginnings to become a symbol of success. However, the recent charges against him hint at a hidden life, one in which he allegedly wielded his power in harmful ways, leaving a trail of victims. Legal analysts are watching the case closely, with many suggesting it could become one of the most prominent celebrity trials in recent memory. While the media spotlight remained fixed on Diddy's lifestyle and high-profile relationships, his adopted daughter reportedly endured her own private struggles. Until these recent revelations, she had been mostly unknown to the public, rarely appearing in the media alongside Diddy at events or in photos. Reports now suggest that her absence from the public eye wasn't simply about privacy. Rather, it may reflect a darker reality. While Diddy openly embraced his role as a protective, engaged father to his biological children, his adopted daughter's isolation raises questions. Her recent claims suggest that Diddy may have deliberately kept her isolated, exerting control over her life to prevent her from revealing what was happening behind closed doors. As her story comes to light, we're beginning to glimpse the reality of her life within his household, a life that starkly contrasts with the luxury and glamour of Diddy's public image.
Now, as her story begins to unfold, we're starting to get a glimpse of what her life was really like in his household, a life that's far removed from the luxury and glamour that defined Diddy's public image.
Hey, what are we doing tonight, baby?
We're making desserts for our bonfire tomorrow.
Okay.
Because, and like everyone that was invited has to bring something, and then our thing that we had to bring was dessert, and then like everyone else, they bring like food and drinks.
In an act of immense bravery, Diddy's adopted daughter is now coming forward to share details of her past that few could have ever imagined. For the first time, she is speaking out about the alleged suffering she endured, revealing a hidden world that contrasts sharply with Diddy's public persona. According to sources close to her, the experiences she describes involve not only emotional and psychological trauma but also suggest instances of possible physical abuse. Her account depicts a household marked by fear, manipulation, and force, a stark contradiction to the image of the loving father that Diddy maintained publicly. Her testimony paints a picture of a life under relentless control, with restrictions that went far beyond typical parental boundaries. She recalls an existence within Diddy's household that was closely monitored, limiting her ability to share her experiences with anyone outside. Diddy's influence, she explains, pervaded nearly every aspect of her life, leaving her feeling isolated and helpless. The details of her story have deeply disturbed those familiar with the case, revealing how Diddy's behavior at home might reflect the troubling patterns seen in the allegations he faces publicly. Though he appeared from the outside as a devoted father, often celebrating milestones with his children, her story suggests that this image was perhaps more about protecting his reputation than genuinely caring for those closest to him. Choosing to speak out was undoubtedly a difficult decision for Diddy's adopted daughter, especially under the intense pressure to remain silent. Her courage adds a powerful and heartbreaking dimension to the investigation, indicating that her struggles persisted for years, hidden beneath the surface and obscured by one of entertainment's most influential figures. As if these revelations weren't already distressing enough, additional allegations have surfaced concerning Diddy's infamous parties. Known for their wild atmosphere, these gatherings often attracted celebrities, influencers, and high-profile guests who found themselves in environments filled with illicit substances, heavy drinking, and inappropriate behavior. Recent reports suggest that these events had an even darker side, where illegal activities were allegedly rampant and personal boundaries were routinely ignored. Attendees reportedly faced pressure to engage in questionable acts, surrounded by an environment in which exploitation seemed disturbingly normalized. Disturbingly, sources now claim that Diddy's adopted daughter may have been exposed to the fallout from these events. While she may not have been directly involved, it is alleged that she may have witnessed the chaotic aftermath, overhearing conversations, observing compromised guests, or encountering situations that exposed her to potentially traumatic scenes. Her proximity to these gatherings lends added weight to her story, painting a portrait of a home life far from the idyllic family image that Diddy publicly projected.
Allegedly, I'm gonna say allegedly because I wasn't there and I didn't know, but they showed them both getting IVs on the couch. So my whole thing about this thing is that I'm not saying that she was ever at that type of party. But you can't tell me Miss Janice Combs, who was always at the regular parties, didn't know nothing about the parties.
With her voice now central to the case, Diddy's adopted daughter's testimony could prove transformative for prosecutors. Her account offers a rare and direct view into Diddy's private life, serving as a first-hand perspective that may reshape the direction of the case. Legal experts indicate that her statements could do more than just validate previous allegations. They might also lay the groundwork for additional charges if it's demonstrated that she suffered from his actions or was knowingly exposed to illegal activities. Her position within his household gives her account significant weight, providing a close-up perspective that could corroborate other claims and build a more cohesive picture for the prosecution. For prosecutors, this testimony represents a potential turning point, solidifying their case with powerful new evidence. Legal analysts note that one compelling testimony can create a ripple effect, encouraging others who may have remained silent out of fear to come forward. Her role is seen as crucial and could lead to a cascade of further revelations that Diddy's defense team may struggle to counter. Prosecutors are expected to anchor their case on her experiences, painting a picture of life behind closed doors in Diddy's household. With each new detail that emerges, her testimony could reveal additional individuals complicit in these alleged actions, whether by enabling them or remaining silent. Her courage in coming forward suggests there may still be more of the story yet to be uncovered, and her words could become pivotal in any future court proceedings. Public reaction has been intense, with many fans expressing shock not only at the number of allegations, but at the details coming from his adopted daughter. Disappointed and outraged, some have turned their backs on Diddy. One person commented, "Adopting a homeless kid, knowing the vulnerability. Statistics show that 1 in 3 homeless youth are approached by traffickers within 24 hours on the street. I hope she's okay." Another added, "I can't support Diddy. This is disgusting, using an adopted girl as a victim." The allegations have impacted not only Diddy but also his family, reportedly creating a rift among his children. Some are said to be distancing themselves from him, torn between loyalty to their father and support for their adopted sister. The claims have left certain siblings struggling, divided between their family ties and the gravity of her revelations.
Birthday party. The twins are turning 12, and we're having a party for them. Let's go. The birthday's actually on the 21st, but people go away for the holiday, so we're having an early birthday party. Their mother's birthday is tomorrow. Tomorrow's Kim Porter Day, and ATL is official. And we just here trying to sell. I need to clarify, tomorrow is Kim Porter Day worldwide, midnight, December 15th. We only gonna go up, grace of God. Yeah. And as you can see by my fit, the theme of the girl's birthday is an 80s party. I got my 80s gear on, Sean C, that was my name, coming up in the 80s. We're about to have a ball, and we want y'all to just join us in the vibration and the energy. Once again, just thank y'all for all the prayers and support. I'm just happy that my girls are smiling and healthy and happy, and let's skate.
With so much at stake, Diddy's legal team faces a daunting challenge as they work to clear his name. His adopted daughter's testimony, combined with the other allegations, has intensified the case against him, leading many to wonder if this will be the turning point that finally holds him accountable. Her courage in speaking out could mark a significant shift, not only in Diddy's story, but also in exposing the darker elements of the entertainment industry. As public interest continues to grow, the call for transparency in the legal proceedings is expected to intensify. If her account withstands scrutiny in court, the consequences could be far-reaching. Legal experts suggest that, should her claims be substantiated, this case may become a landmark moment, making it increasingly difficult for Diddy to avoid accountability. Public sentiment is strong, and many are eager to see how the case will unfold. What are your thoughts on this situation? Share your views in the comments. That's all for today. Stay tuned for the next update.